Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53 M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the northeast corner of Westfield, and it's under the command of talon1958 of OLIMP, and it's his first entry for this week's Lion. Angelina's currently in the lead. She's got a second class and 2 medals. So he's really going to have to pull all the stops out if he wants to get the win. Game on. Now the M53, M55 actually made from bits of a pattern tank, taken off the production line. They turned it around. They removed one of the return wheels, and then they actually put a gigantic howitzer, an 8-inch howitzer, on the back in a turret. It's an interesting vehicle, to say the least, and apparently there are still copies of it in scrapyards around America where you can pick one up. According to what I've seen of the chieftain doing that at a scrapyard in America. I can imagine you probably have to pay a fair penny for it, but it really would be nice if, if I had a big enough property, I would get one, I'm for sure. Okay, well, we saw Talon fire into the bushes at the back of the map over at roundabout C1, mainly because there's normally a tank destroyer of some kind up there, but he's now spotted this 122 TM, who's on the approach road coming up to the corner, the southeast corner. Oh, good shot! Excellent shot on the 122, 434. Now, these 8-inch howitzers are capable of 900 alpha, 52mm pen, 10.5 meters on the burst radius, and between 12.5 and 28 seconds, so it does do a fair bit of damage. You get 20 shells in total, so you've got a variety that you can actually pick on, but given the reload time, which is normally 40.27 seconds by the book, and you can see that he's got it down to 32.42 seconds. Got a near miss on T62A. It means that you're unlikely to run out of shells, but you might. You might. Depends on if the game lasts the full time. Okay, the enemy are losing tanks over on this corner near the village. You'll see M90 going slowly up the slope. He got wiped out in the end by our T49. Okay, so focusing now on this T62A. And I have the feeling that his reticule was moving because he was moving. I don't think he realized he must have accidentally hit the R key or the F key, and it was slowly moving back in cruise. And that's why he didn't have a tight reticule. Okay, we've got Skoda T50 there, trying to run away from our Udes. He's heading in our direction, actually, which is bad news. But we're not loaded yet, but he is a splash kill. So if we can get a shot into this guy, he's toast. Okay, line him up. Oh, yes! That's what we like to see. Medium tank, denied. Okay. Always good when an Arty can defend itself. And, unfortunately, this little Arty is not going to be able to defend himself. He's going up the hill, the Lorraine 155 51. It's a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it. But he's going up the hill, but unfortunately, he's probably going to get spotted by our guys. Oh, we pump one round into that dip. You notice how he's changing position after he shot, but he is right up against the edge of the map now. It certainly does help on avoiding counter battery fire. Ah, okay, there we found the GW Tiger. And of course, we know Lorraine is further up the hill. But we're going to take the GW out, unless our teammates get there first. Which I think they probably will. They did. Oh, just after Talon fired as well. Oh, look at that. He was really accurate. He twanged the wreck. It was right on target. So if our teammates hadn't got there, Talon would have. But I'm pretty sure that Lorraine is somewhere up there. We're looking at that UDES. I think we might be able to get a shell into him. And he disappears. It's annoying. Okay, the Foshers come down from that dip. Can we get a shell? Should be able to. Rounds out. And he goes down before our shell arrives as well. So it looks like we've got a very good team here. But we're finding it difficult to earn damage because all we've got really is 2 shots so far. And of course the kill on that Skoda T50. We're 4 up on the enemy. Well, we were 4 up. We're now 3 up. And there's that UDES and the SU-130 PM. Now, we really do want to hit this guy if we can, because he's very thin. 326 from a near miss. If you get direct hits on SU-130 PMs, they normally are fatal. There's the Lorraine. He's been found by the LT-432, and he's got no hope of surviving that, I'm afraid. Yep, he got him. But now he's got to face the T10, who's also up there. Now, can we get around into the T10? I think we probably can. In fact, we can probably wipe him out if we get this in the right place. Rounds out, and yes! That's a splash kill. Saves the LT-432, who's probably very grateful for that. He didn't say so in chat, but normally if you hit the key to say thank you, it really is appreciated, because, of course, he could have taken serious damage from the T10, but he didn't, simply because Talon was on the ball, following what was going on. So we're 3 up on the enemy at the moment. We're moving over to the southeast corner of the map, which means if the enemy does try to go towards our cap and hunt Arty, they're going to find nobody home. And now we've just got to try and hit the remaining enemy. Okay, UDES 1516 going after our 432, who's playing tag with him. Okay, centering his arc there. Oh, that didn't work out so well. Now, this guy's going to move fast once he comes downhill. And got a bit of splash. Ideally get into the trees now, because they're trying to catch up. There's only 2 enemy left. 5 on our team, 2 on the enemy. The UDES 1516 on our team is sniping from this area. Okay, there he is. He's a splash kill. We can take out the UDES 16 with a splash. Line it up. Rounds out. Yes! Oh, direct hit! That shell must have been short of the target, but it means now the UDES 1516 is the last enemy. And he has a chance to get a kill on this guy as well. Just needs a pen. Okay, he's still sitting around this area. Oh, and he gets caught by the Gorilla 15, and that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the 3rd class tanker for talon1958 of OLIMP in the M53, M55. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, got 10, and he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, despite the fact that he actually got 3 kills in the game as well. His win rate was good, 1,243, but not special. I think that's mainly down to the fact his teammates were doing a lot of damage. They were actually really going for it, and made it very difficult for him to get damage. You remember, he hit 2 enemy tanks just after they've been killed with his shells. And I'm pretty sure he would have got the kills on both of those guys as well if they'd been a little closer, a little faster, the shells. But that's how it goes sometimes. If we look at team score, we can see that he didn't get anywhere near the highest damage because the Gorilla 15 got 5,159 hit points of damage. That guy got a high caliber and a tank sniper out of the game. Second highest damage was Udas 1516, who got 3,948. And the third highest damage went to Udas 16 on the enemy team. The one that he killed, he got 3,539 hit points of damage. We can see that Talon got 1,236, and that means that there was 4 enemy tanks that managed to get more than he did, and there were 6 enemy tanks on his own team, so he's in 10th when it came to damage. So, was it 10th? Yes, no, he's 11th. Get it right, because, yes, there's 4 on the enemy team, 6 on his own. Yes, he's 11th. Okay, so when it came to hit points, though, we can see hit points at 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah. When it came to kills, though, it's actually the LT432 and the Udas 16. Both got 4 kills apiece. 3 kills went to the Gorilla 15 and to Talon, so he's joint second place. And third place goes to the T49 and the T62A, who both got 2 kills. When it came to base XP, he's in 5th place. The LT432 did 1,088 because he got spotting. 1,008 went to the T49. 876 went to the Charioteer. And in 5th place, just a short distance behind, 743 went to talon 1958. He fired 12 rounds, got 2 direct hits, no penetrations, 9 splash, damage of 1,236 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damage 9 of the enemy, kill 3, so there's a nice Confederate, 966 hit points of stun assist off 6 stuns. He earned a profit of 86,665 credits from the game. He did get a bonus of 80,000 for mission completion, and he also took away 2,229 experience points. Sadly, though, he's not beating Angelina because she had a second-class bruiser and 2 medals. One of those a counter-battery fire medal, the other one a brothers in arms. And so he's not in the lead. No, he's going to have to go again. But we do have another replay from him, so let's have a look at that one. The second replay is in the 212A, and we're on the south spawn of Lakeville. Okay, it's the B4 howitzer, capable of 900 alpha and penetrating 52 millimeters of armor and a 10.4 meters damage radius with 12.5 seconds to 28 seconds of stun. Now, it looks like the Object 261's decided to go to a position that's very well known on that corner, and Talon's decided to knock down the tree fairly close by. Well, let's hope that that doesn't mean that the enemy is going to try and counter battery. Okay. Yak Tiger. Rounds out. Oh, good shot. Got a direct hit there. Oh my gum. Well, I was right about the Object 261. Yeah, he did go to a very good spot, knocked the tree down, and now he's been counter-batteried. Yeah, the enemy Arty worked out exactly where he was and finished him off. So, that means I think we're going to have to rethink where we're actually going to site ourselves. And Talon's decided to get a little closer to the town. I quite understand that. If the enemy's doing counter-battery, you don't really want to be anywhere near where he's aiming. Okay, in fact, the enemy are now coming down the valley in force because none of our guys actually went up that way. Most of them went to the town, and we've had a couple on the lake road. Now, those are going to be useful because, of course, one of them's a Foch 155. I think he's going to beat up the E50, and he has taken him. Or has he? Wondering about that. He might have taken him. Showing the M48 pattern got the E50 instead. Okay. Knocking these trees down here also gives away a position, but I think he's hoping that he can actually get some shots on the enemy cap area first, or on our cap area first. Okay. 705, Shure MV7X. Which one does he go for? I'll go for the 705 first. Rounds out. It's a bit late, but it does get him 132 hit points. Okay, 705 is now sitting where the Object 261 was. Not that that makes any difference. Oh, our Sharp Future Force in trouble now. He's in reload and he's been set alight. But we're about to put some punishment into the 705. Oh, yes! Great shot. 82 hit points. And our Sharp Future is still in action. Not for long, though. There's a 60 TP there. Now, this is working out in our favor because, of course, we do actually now have those guys under control. And the enemy's one down on us. He's lined up the shot, but if he actually lined it up too far, the 60 TP was only repositioning so he could get a quick shot on one of our guys and then pull back. He's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of that 60 TP. At least I think that's 3 marks of excellence. Well, he's out the game now anyway, so it won't really matter. Okay, so we've got action at the other end, and there's a standard B over there. Bunch of enemy tanks have also gone back to their cap area. Rounds out the standard B. Good hit. 354. It looks like one of their guys fell in, the T10, and he's drowned. Unfortunate. Okay, 114 SP2. Rounds out in the 114 SP2. And their Arty is now moving. So maybe he doesn't feel safe in his own cap area. Oh! And the other enemy Object 261s dives to his death. That is terrible. And there's a Leopard 1 who was AFK. Probably from the start. The 114 SP2 is vulnerable. The 103B would be a good shot. He wants these ones on the corner though. We're loaded. We're just dialing in on which one. He wants to go for the standard B. Rounds up. I think he's moving very quickly, that guy. But it slowed him down, and we did get some stun assists. So all the enemy got wiped out at our cap area. There's only a few enemy tanks in the town, and a couple of enemy tanks near their cap area. The one that we've got to worry about is the Strip 103B. Okay, he's looking towards the town. The 257's a one shot. He goes. Can't get shots on the other guy in the town. That was the Hori 3. The Striv is surrounded. And he goes. And that means the Hori 3 is the last one, but the buildings are in the way. And I think this is going to block any further hit points we get. Because I think the 277 will finish him off. Either that or the G-Saw. And that's it. The game's over. It's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the third class tanker for talon1958 of OLIMP in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, showing 3 here, but obviously he must have got 5, otherwise he wouldn't have got the medal. And he also got a win rate of 1,289, but sadly that does not beat the previous score he actually managed to get, where he got a medal as well, 1243. So yes, 1289 is a little higher, but sadly it doesn't beat Angelina's score of a second class, 2 medals, and a win rate of 1416. So she's still in the lead, but there's still a few days to go until the weekend ends and or Saturday night ends, and then obviously the line is on Sunday morning. So I expect that Talon will be sending in another replay very shortly. We'll have to see how well he gets on. But anyway, if we go back to the previous replay, the 2128, if I can get it to go back, it doesn't really want to go. There we go. It's gone back. Okay, team score. We can see that he managed to get 1,318 hit points, but didn't get the highest. The IS-7 picked up a high caliber for 6,154. Second highest damage was that Strib 103B. Yes, I did say those things are dangerous, and he did collect a lot of hit points. And 3,011 went to the 114 SP2. When it came to kills, the highest was the IS-7, got 4 kills. 2 kills went to the Gorilla 15 and the Object 257. And Talon only got the 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, it's the IS-7 again, 1,204 with 866 going to the Centurion 7-1, 865 going to the T-54E1. So let's have a look at detail. 7 direct hits, 7 shots fired, 4 direct hits, 8 splashes, 1,318, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 4 of the enemy, killed 1, and got 1,107 hit points of stun assist of 7 stuns. He earned a profit of 16,551 on a premium count, and also 2,157 experience points as well. But sadly, it's just not enough to beat Angelina. And yes, he says, you guys can't swim here, swim there. Well, that's because the enemy was dying into the water. The T10 and the Object 261 both dived into the water, which was a complete waste, because at least they could have actually fired on some of our guys and got some hit points. But no, they decided to end the battle in cowardice and jump into the water. So sadly, he hasn't been able to improve the score, and Angelina is still in the lead. So we're expecting new replays to be sent in the future. I hope you enjoyed that battle. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.